Hey guys. Hey, let me know if you're here. Let me know if I'm talking to myself or not. Welcome to another Tactical Tuesday. So we are tonight introducing, actually, we've already met them, but we met them on a smaller scale. We met them for Edmonton only. So these guys have been supplying our rental properties with our appliances for 25 years. So family owned business since 1978, so far before we were investing. But they've been around a long time. They know what they're doing, and they're also investors themselves. So they know like when you want to spend the money and when you don't. So we're going to pick their brains. So welcome, guys. This is Andrew and Luana Burns with Maysfield Appliances.
Hello.
Hello, thank you very much, and hello to everyone.
Hey, nice to have you on. Okay, we are live. We do have it. Perfect. Okay. Sometimes I can't tell on here. It's driving me crazy. Okay. All right. So first off, I mean, family-owned business. We all like to support local, especially lately. You know, the way things have gone economically. We're all investors. We're all small business owners ourselves. So as investors, most of us really want to support local. So you guys have been family owned since 1978, as mentioned. You're a small family business, but you're doing kind of big things for a small family business. So tell me a little bit about what you're doing that's different from like the big box stores, because we all know that story. We, as investors, we've been to them a million times. What makes you guys different?
So first of all, I will say that it's a more personal approach. For example, we have account managers dedicated, especially to property management companies or investors. And so you can explain to them exactly what you need, and we will help you. Usually our delivery will be the next day. We will give you like it's a VIP service. That's exactly why we have an account manager dedicated, especially for property managers.
Nice. So if I'm a property manager, I can actually call in and talk to you and say, like, this is my overall picture. What do I do? Instead of just having to come in and shop and be like, hey, there's this one and that one. It's more like an overall plan.
Yeah. I steal a line from the mattress radio commercial where they say, don't just buy a mattress from them, come in and get an education. So I do
Right.
a lot of that with my clientele that comes in. It's not just trying to sell them something, but giving them an overall education of the whole gamut of what they can and can't do, or what they can do and what maybe I would steer clear of doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. And you know what? I know that firsthand because there's been times where I've called and I've been like, okay, so we need a washer. And then, so what's going on? Well, this is happening, that's happening. And can you go, or no, yeah, I don't need a washer. Can you go fix this washer? And then you guys say to me, oh, what's going on with it? And I'll say this. And you go, yeah, like, honestly, don't bother. By the time you pay us to go out there, we're just going to tell you that it's a $200 part and that machine is 12 years old now. Just we've got a secondhand one or a scratch and dent. Why don't you put that in instead? And I know you're not just trying to sell me something, because it's probably better money when you've got a repair to do than a product that's just getting taken out the door. That's my take on it. But
we've just started a new program too, where we catalog some of the bigger clients that have a lot of properties. We'll catalog all the appliances that they have. So when they phone and say the washer's broken, the first thing we say is what's the brand name? What's the model number? I don't know. I have to phone my tenant, and then the tenant does, and it creates this confusion. So
yeah,
we started with some of our bigger clients doing a catalog. So all you have to say is, you know what, it's suite 206, the dishwasher's not working. I already know how old it is. I already know the model number of it. I know what's been done to it in the last 5 years or whenever we started the catalog on.
Okay, so then you also don't have to come, look at it, go, oh, it needs this part, leave. We pay you to come back and install it, go get the parts, which paid, like, don't. I'm not complaining about paying for people that do work at all. However, it saves you having to go do that and then us having to pay you to go do that. So that's
Yeah.
very sweet. I didn't know that. I wish I knew that a few years back.
So obviously it will depend on the machine, right? Because sometimes the customers will call, they will say, my washer is not working. Okay, so then we ask, what do you mean that it's not working? It's not spinning, it's not draining, it's not, what do you mean? Oh, I don't know, my tenant is the one that knows. See, so there's always a communication there. So that's where our staff, they will call directly to the tenant, will be asking the tenant, and we will arrange directly with the tenant if it's the case that the property manager wants us to help them with it.
Okay, that is also a nice thing about you guys, because some companies will not deal with my tenants. They want to deal with me. And then I have to be in the middle of, does 1 o'clock work? No, does 3 o'clock work? Wait, I'm not going to be in there now. Can you leave a key? Where's the key? Blah. So frustrating, totally. So just so you know, we've got people watching from, let's see, we've got Drumheller. There's 3 apartment buildings going on there that they're renovating completely. We've got Karina here in Edmonton. She has a 6-plex, and I'm not sure what else you're up to lately, Karina. I haven't talked to you in a bit. So we've got Saskatoon. We've got Ottawa, Danielle. Hey. We've got Sean and Andrea. They are my kind of Durham region in Toronto. Why? Hey, why? Nice to see you. Vinny, West Coast. So yeah, so what's really cool about what you guys also are doing, and we're going to kind of pare down into some brands to use, what not to use, what kind of stove do you buy? Is it a cooktop? Is it a coil? Is it all those things? We're going to pare down into that. But just kind of on the surface, just so you guys know, I've been lucky enough to have them in Edmonton for, like I said, our whole investing career. But not everyone has been that lucky. However, things are now a little bit different because, like I said, the small family business has changed quite a bit in recent years, and they now have options for us across the country. So George, I see you in Halifax. And so across the country, guys, they've got some options. So we'll talk about those in a little bit. But yeah, thanks for joining us, y'all. So, okay, so tell us a little bit about how you service across the country from Edmonton, little old Edmonton.
Yeah, so it will be more with the parts. If you need parts, we can ship parts to you directly. You can give us a call, see like, okay, we can help you remotely over the phone too. And you can say, okay, this is my model number. This is the problem I'm having. Now, we don't have technicians everywhere, but if you know what is the part that you need, we can ship it to you directly. But also,
Well, so I was just going to say, so for example, sometimes like my dad will do some of our appliance repair, right? And Andrew, you know this from when you were a technician and doing it. So sometimes you just say to him, the part is $14 and it's so easy to install, just install it yourself. So what you're saying is if we have someone, a handyman, or even maybe ourselves, that's somewhat able to do stuff on our own, we call you, we tell you the problem, the model number. That's actually my next question. Hang on, let me ask you that question in a sec. But we'll tell you the information you need to know. You can ship us the part, and sometimes we can even do it ourselves-ish, or our handyman can.
Yep.
100%.
Awesome.
I usually can walk people through it. Worst case scenario, a little Zoom meeting or a FaceTime, so I can see what you're looking at and I can walk you through all kinds of things. Another thing that we've just recently added to our business too is we hired a electronic engineer out of Colombia, and he basically rebuilds boards for us. So all the computer boards that are in fridges, wash machines, dryers, stoves, he's rebuilding all of those, he's already saved our store thousands and thousands of dollars in replacing boards where he can actually fix the board.
So, okay, so that's a big thing, right? I never want to hear from you guys when you go out to a property like, oh yeah, it's the board that's gone. It's like, okay, well, I know, okay, that's a done deal.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, like exactly. So that's cool that you're having that. So could you have him fix a board from across the country then? Or is that a little much?
I have lots of people shipping me stuff and he fixes them. I usually recommended to come with the wiring diagram, like if they have the copy of the wiring diagram, so he can kind of know what's going on the board. And
where would I get that?
It's usually on the appliance in a little plastic bag stuck to the back of your appliance. And it's
Sweet.
not just appliances. He did a motorhome board the other day for a guy that was no longer available. And the guy's like, it was to level his motorhome, and he brought it in and he put all new switches and fixed it. He's done a couple hot tub boards. that
Nice,
like
yeah.
super expensive, and he saved them hundreds of dollars.
Sweet. Okay, so walking us through, saving us time, getting us parts, especially that I was just gonna say motherboard, but being able to rebuild those things, that's amazing and awesome. What do we need to tell you? So, and this is, as investors alone, guys, this is something that you need to learn if you're new to this. When you get a message from your tenant that says that they've got a broken appliance, you always have to ask them for, this is what I asked them for. You tell me if I'm wrong, you guys. I was like, show me a picture. What exactly is not working? Because Maysfield is going to ask me that, so I have to know the answer. Send me a picture. What is exactly is not working? What is the make, and take a picture of the model for the serial number. Send it, on the inside of the dryer or wherever. Tell them where it is. Are those the things that you guys need to know from investors?
Yeah.
Okay, is there a better way to say any of that? But that's more clear.
We can send you maybe like a form that you can fill out, or we can just let them know exactly what is the information that we need.
Pictures in an email are awesome. Like to me, I love a picture, because the second I've been doing this long enough that it's like a car drives by, oh, that's a 59 Chevy or whatever it is. You can pick the car out. I'm kind of like that with appliances. I see a picture, oh, okay, I know all the parts are in that. I don't need to know that it's a G, like a Kenmore, or because
Okay.
Kenmore doesn't make their own. So sometimes it's Samsung is a Kenmore, sometimes a Whirlpool is a Kenmore. But if I see the look of it, I know who made it, and then I know what parts it needs.
Yeah, and you know what is something that always breaks for rentals? Crispers. The fruit crispers and the bottle bars. And if you want to buy just a crisper, they're around $100 brand new. And we store them here at the store, used in good conditions, for 50% of the market. So we always have landlords and property managers here coming to buy these crispers.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's another option as well.
Lots of cosmetic parts.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
Okay, so you guys, generally you deal in secondhand and scratch and dent or open box, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
yeah.
So that's pretty. If it's secondhand, you've brought it into your shop. Your technicians have. What do you call that?
We have a big, we refurbish them. So it comes in, we do a big long checklist, and we have to check off everything. Like, does the power cord look good? Blah, 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 like dryers, pull it all apart, vacuum it out, check the rollers. Is there any chafing on the belt? What's the motor sound like? And we go through all these checklists. And then once that's all done and completed, put it back together, do a load in it or whatever. And then it goes to a cleaning. It gets a professional clean job, so it looks like it's new.
Yeah, it does.
Then it goes to the showroom floor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I sent someone over to you guys, not an investor, a homeowner, and they were like, yeah, but you can get stuff on Kijiji, or not Kijiji, on Facebook Marketplace for cheaper. And I was like, yeah, but it hasn't been refurbished. It's disgustingly dirty half the time, which whatever, you can clean stuff, no big deal. But I'm like, it's not just secondhand, it's like refurbished secondhand, which to me is totally different.
Yeah, and also the warranty. We have had customers that they buy things on Facebook Marketplace and call us to fix what they bought at Facebook Marketplace.
Of course.
Because
it was working when they bought it.
Exactly. And on top of that also, like, we have a team, the cleaning staff, you have to see how they clean. Like, and they look like new. Also, warranty. You go to Facebook Marketplace, no one will warranty what they sell you.
So you do warranty it?
Yes, 3 months in-home warranty within the city of Edmonton. And after the 3 months up to a year, 50% off the service call. But the parts are covered for 1 year.
Okay, so parts for a year.
Mm-hmm.
service call 50% if it goes to a year, let's say 50% off, and 3 months totally covered.
Exactly.
That's
With the
pretty sweet.
city of Edmonton, if they're out of the city, they can bring it. It's 6 months carry-in warranty. Out of the city, I'm talking about Alberta, around Edmonton.
Right.
You know, so, and that's for used.
Okay, sweet.
Brand new all has a 1 year bumper to bumper.
1 year has one. Okay, awesome. 1 year. Hey guys,
Yeah.
where are you guys from? So I'm watching the chat, guys. So tell me where you're from. Update me so I know people that were on a few minutes ago probably changed out to people that are now different. So where are you from? And we can, if you have any questions for these guys, throw them in the chat. What's your worst question? What's the thing that keeps driving you crazy about appliances every single time? Yeah, and these guys can answer your question. So, okay. Let me see. Okay, pitfall brands I've got in my notes. Some brands where I've been like, hey, Andrew, there's this, great deal for this at whatever, big box store or whatever. Should I do that? So when you've got a relationship with the people that you work with, you know that you can also ask them these kinds of questions. If you don't have a relationship with your vendors, you're not going to call them and be like, hey, should I buy this from somewhere else? You're not going to do that, right, guys? But if you have a relationship with them, then sometimes you can do that. So, hey, Andrew, I saw this at the Brick. What do you think of that or whatever? And you've been like, don't do it. And you talk to me. We've known each other a long time. You'd be like, no, you're crazy. Don't do it. And I'm like, but it's really nice. Well, whatever. Waste your money then. So there's certain things that that we don't know. So what are some of those like pitfall brands? Let's start with, and then let's talk. Luana, you were mentioning like there's certain things that just work better for tenants and are going to be cheaper and all that kind of stuff to fix for us. So Andrew, brands, what do you think?
So brands are going to be so subject to every person you talk to.
Yeah. I'm asking your opinion though.
But there
Like, you've
are
been doing this
like,
since literally you were
Yeah.
that big.
my personal opinion on things. I always use the car industry as a good analogy. So anything made by Whirlpool. So when you say when I say Whirlpool, underneath that brand is Inglis, Amana, Maytag. They're all made by Whirlpool. So a lot of times you're going to want to ask, okay, this says Amana. I've never heard of Amana. Who makes it? So you always will want to ask the guy selling, the salesman, who makes it. I don't care what the brand name is on it. It could say Gibson on it. It's made by Frigidaire. So you want to know who it's made by. And then I always say like General Electric, Whirlpool, and Frigidaire, they're 3 separate companies, and under those they have their own names. That's like your Ford, your Chevy, and your Dodge. They're just North American, good, cheap to easy to fix, parts readily available. And then you start to step out to your Samsungs, your LGs, and depending on your budget, Sub-Zeros, Miele, like Wolf, like we're talking big bucks that I don't think anyone would ever put in a rental property, but maybe you're renting it for, $20,000 a month.
Or maybe it's your personal home too, right? Like we use
If
you guys
you're
for our
personal
personal
home
stuff too.
giver. So people will always ask me, well, what's the best one? The thing is, how much money do you have? Like, what's the best fridge? Well, I'll tell you, Sub-Zero is the best fridge, but they have a starting point of $10,000. So that's not really a feasible best fridge for someone. So, I tend to lean towards like the Whirlpool. Whirlpool has its high end. Its Cadillac is KitchenAid. So you get a fancier product. It looks really nice in your kitchen for yourself. I wouldn't really recommend that for a rental property because I usually recommend for rental properties as less bells and whistles as possible. The more bells
Okay,
and whistles, the more things to go wrong. So the simpler you can get away with, the better, depending on, I guess, on the level of property you have. You may have to go with some fancier features just to keep your tenants happy. But, like honestly, if you can go white coil top stove with one button to push bake 350, do it. Like if you can get away with that, that's what you want to do. It's the cheapest to fix, it's the cheapest to buy, and it's going to be the cheapest to replace if you ever have to.
Okay, so less important than necessary brand per se, as long as it's kind of within the, whatever. You say a coil stove is better than a flat top. Luana, you told me that before we went live.
Yeah,
Why is it better?
You want to save money? A coil
Okay.
burner, I sell them used for like $10. You can replace it yourself. It unplugs, it plugs in. A glass top. Of course, it's going to be your tenant's expense, but you drop a wine bottle is the number one thing I've heard everyone, they put their booze up above in the little cabinet above the stove, and they go to get it out and it falls and smashes the glass top. Or an olive oil bottle or something smashes the glass top. Super, super expensive. Those glass tops, the cheapest one I've ever seen is 300. Most of them are around $500 to $700 for the glass alone.
Okay.
The burner underneath the glass, if one of those goes, you're looking easily $150 to $300 for some of them. So they're like, the expense is just off the charts for the glass top.
and
Okay, so
top freezer, simple.
Simple, yeah.
sorry, say it again, Luana. Sorry, I cut you off.
For fridges, the top freezer fridge, like the 30 inches, the simpler, the better as
Yeah.
well.
Just go with what has worked forever and ever, not fancy. Yeah.
Exactly. And talking about money, this is what, when customers come here to the store and they say, hey, I want Samsung and I want LG, up front, they're cheaper. They're cheaper than buying Whirlpool.
And they look really, really good.
And they look better.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But the problem is, and this is what I explain to people, when you have to buy parts for Samsung, LG, usually their parts are more expensive than Whirlpool or Frigidaire. So
Okay.
if you think about your money in the future, maintenance wise, you will save more money with Whirlpool, North American brands.
Yeah.
If you care about the money that you're spending today,
Yeah.
and you don't care about the money because someone else, I don't know, whatever, you don't care about the future in maintenance, it's okay, LG and Samsung. That's
Okay.
how I summarize everything.
I like Samsung fridges to an absolutely beautiful woman that hasn't had a shower in 6 months.
Well, yeah, okay, that really puts it in perspective though. Now I'm like, oh, darn it. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense. So if I was buying a property to flip it, or buying it knowing that I was going to be selling it in the next year or two or whatever, and you want the wow factor,
Mhm.
then LG, Samsung, all that kind of stuff. But if you're a long-term property manager that is going to be having to take care of these appliances and make sure that they're working for the next what can we, okay, that's another question. What can we expect? Can we expect 6-7 years out of them now? Used to be 10 years, but I'm giving no, not even, eh?
It's such a tough question to answer because it all depends on the usage, who's using it, like how well they
The
look after it,
maintenance.
and are you doing any maintenance?
Mhm.
Like if you never touch the thing in 5 years, well, the coils under your fridge are all covered in lint and cat hair or dog hair or whatever, and the fridge is working like a dog to try and get that heat away to cool the fridge, and you've never maintained the coils and cleaned it, well, the fridge is not going to last that long. But if you do maintenance and you're cleaning it, you're going to extend that life. It's like getting an oil change in your car. And I feel like we're trying to educate more people about appliance maintenance. And we've even put together some appliance maintenance packages for people because we're seeing it more and more and more. Like I'll have stuff come in here that's like 2 years old and people have thrown it out. They've never had the dryer cleaned out, and they've never cleaned the pump in their wash machine. I do those two things, clean them up, and they're good to go.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's maybe something else that would be a good tip for us as investors is on our move out cleaning checklists.
Yes.
We could add in there then that, like we always say, you pull out the fridge, clean under, clean behind, whatever. But we could actually specifically say that the coils on it also. I mean, ideally, it would be great if we could all go into our properties every single year and do it ourselves, but that's not reality. But something as simple as adding it to the cleaning checklist that
And-
would make a difference.
And a technician will do a better
Or,
job.
or
than
yearly,
a-
or a yearly maintenance, like if you're getting your
Yeah.
furnace done. Your appliances should all be done too, if you're having your furnace maintained. Appliances are no different than your furnace.
Mhm, mhm.
So, okay, the only difference would be is a furnace is gonna cost me $6,000 to put in or whatever it is. And then well, mind you, a fridge is gonna cost me $4,000 these days too, if it's nicer, but if it's nicer.
All five appliances
Yeah.
though, you're gonna need maintenance, right? So all five, if you're having to replace them, you're looking at the $6,000 mark too.
Or
Yeah,
more,
interesting.
Yeah.
or more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, okay.
yeah. Because
So,
these dishwashers, the filter of the dishwasher, the stoves, like people don't know how to put apart the glass and clean it properly. Like there are lots of things, every single appliance, they have their own maintenance.
so, okay, I have this idea and I'm putting you on the spot, but Luana, you are you're amazing. You get anything done. So I think I can do this too. So you guys are coming back to talk to us in the fall again. And more, kind of fall maintenance kind of stuff. I wonder, would we be able to have like little mini checklists that we
Oh,
could
yeah.
share? Yeah, like fridges, like 3
Mhm.
top things. And like doesn't have to be exhaustive, but like stoves, top 3 things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah, for sure. And we have them already, like in our social media, on our Instagram, you go there
What's
and
your
you can see
Instagram?
maintenance tips. Macefield Appliances.
Okay, and Maysfield.
Mays-
Yeah,
Appliances,
no
S.
no
Appliances.
Mayfield, there's an S.
There's
Exactly,
an S. Yeah.
exactly. And actually on Sunday, we uploaded a video that it was our dishwasher. And it
Oh,
was disgusting.
I know, right?
Yes, so
gross.
we all need it. Yes. So, and
Uh,
also, apart like of the maintenance, I know that there are people here in the audience that they're not only in Edmonton, and they maybe cannot come to our store and buy the used appliances. So we have a partnership with we have a partner that they sell appliances across the country. So from they're based in Ontario, but they can ship to Nova Scotia, to Montreal, to Quebec, to Vancouver, so Edmonton, Saskatchewan, so all over the country. And so for that, I can give you a link that they can use. And then all the customers, they can have like 5% off on the purchases.
oh, sweet.
So, which, being honest, the prices are already low because they're open box appliances.
Okay, that's what I was just gonna ask you. So, I mean, because whatever, the Brick or the Bay, or I don't know where you buy appliances other than you guys, but they can also ship across the country. So the
Yeah.
difference is that these would be open box, maybe
Mhm.
scratch and dent, or just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here at the store in Edmonton, we sell open box and scratch and dent as well. So this is what I wanted a little bit like to talk about. What is the difference between the 3 of them? Just a brief
Yeah.
example. For example, like used appliances, we know they have been used. We refurbish them. We give 3 months warranty, like we mentioned before. Open box and scratch and dent. So they tend to be almost the same, but we don't like to call scratch and them and dent and me because people, they believe that the fridge is all over, like it's all scratched, right? So
Right.
so we call them open box. Some of them, they will be sealed in the box still. So but like they will be what people call scratch and dent. That's another thing that we have. If you go to our website, you can see the reality of how our appliances look like. The same with our partner. So you can see all the scratches and if you agree that those scratches, they're saving you hundreds of dollars, maybe you don't care. See, so scratch and then open box is the same. So with new appliances, obviously, like if you go to the Brick or if you go to other stores, they're new, they have never been used, they give you 1 year manufacturer warranty. We look after our warranty for Edmonton, and then our partner, they do their own warranty across the country.
Okay, sweet.
They also
So-
ship for $99
Oh, yeah.
anywhere in Canada. It's unbelievable.
What?
Yeah,
How?
White Glove Delivery, I don't know how they do it. They used to own a logistics company
Mhm.
in
Oh,
Calgary,
okay.
so I guess they know the ins and outs of logistics, and yeah, they ship anywhere in Canada for $99.
Amazing.
Major
Okay,
hub.
that's crazy.
Mhm.
Major hubs, yeah. Okay, so we're our Facebook Live has been crazy. Does not like allow you to see comments anymore, who's watching. Sometimes it does. So a whole bunch of people just popped up. Guys, just so you know, I can't see your questions if you've put any in. So I'm sorry. I can see who's watching, but I can't even see like comments at all. So they are coming back in the fall, but also maysfieldappliances.ca.
Maysfieldappliance.ca, yeah. Mhm.
Appliance. Okay, so just one S. And then your Instagram was Macefield Appliances.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So before I let you go here, a couple of things. So in Edmonton, we're a one-stop shop. We have new, used, open box, you install, you repair, you have maintenance plans. So as an investor, I could have you come out on a regular, like yearly basis to just do all those minimum kind of things, whatever that need to be done. Anything to tell us about that maintenance plans?
So I can write it, like we can send you all the information
Okay.
of the maintenance, like I can send you after this meeting, I can send you maybe an email with everything that we have talked about and their details.
Sure.
Including also, we have a sale until July the 15th that I wanted to give a code to everyone that is here. The code, if you go to our website, will be Investor Life 20, and you will be able to get it 20% off in anything on our website. So it will be new, like it will be open box or used.
Wow. Thank you. That's
Oh,
sweet.
you're welcome.
Okay. So until July 15th, guys, if you didn't hear that, Investor Life 20 is the coupon code. And Ange, maybe you can
Exactly.
throw that in the chat so that we can, and we'll make sure that it gets put in there manually as well after. If you're on the replay, guys, type in replay for me, let me know you're here. And also that code applies to you, of course. So let's say that I had apartment buildings in Drumheller and I am doing is it 12 unit or is it 30 unit? I think 30 unit. Anyways, 3 30-unit buildings. Is that right? Anyways, what if I want to buy in bulk, but I'm doing the suites one at a time. So I'm changing, these properties have been sitting like this for 40 years. I'm now, every time there's a tenant that leaves, then we redo their suite, and that includes new appliances. Would a contract with you guys be like possible? Is there something for that so that we kind of go like, we're gonna get kind of, bulk prices, but also like we're not going to just have 40 shipped all at once, so we're going to have to pay a lot of shipping, right? So anyways, is there anything there? And if there's not, that's totally fine. Ooh, I like it when I make wheels turn.
I think there could be, like, I own my own trucks. So like taking to Drumheller would not be a big deal. It would kind of be hard if they're just doing one suite at a time, but maybe if there was 2 or 3, it would make it a little more of a incentive to try and fill the truck up, right? And not have a half empty truck going to Drumheller.
No, for sure.
But if I knew exactly what was being looked for, like, okay, I want this particular fridge in every one of them, or you don't care if there's a different fridge in each unit. There's all kinds of flexibility. So an owner like that, I would say, I would like to meet them and talk to them. And I would even go to Drumheller and just kind of scope it out and see what kind of thing you're up against, so that I have in my head what I know you need.
Okay, so I think that's somewhere too that we could talk about in the fall. So if that's okay, is that there's a lot of people that are like buying apartment buildings and just really updating them a lot, and so that always generally means new appliances. So having almost like a consultant kind of option with you guys where you'll sit down and maybe then refer out to partners or whatever, but just so that we can use your brain and pay you for your brain. That I think would be something that would be really handy for a lot of our apartment owners.
I recommend it all the time, but people always call me when it's too late. Like there's a brand new apartment building just off Jasper Avenue. It's like 150 suites, everything's Samsung. And I'm just like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, who's your purchaser? Like, what were they thinking? Like, it's a nightmare. And as soon as the 1 year warranty's off, we've been there, like, they might as well have a revolving door on in the place for us. And it's hard to get parts for them. And it's just been a nightmare. And the maintenance guy is like, man, I don't know why or who made this decision. And I was like, man, I wish they would have talked to me. Like I could have given them for free advice. Don't
Right.
buy everything. Like,
Yeah, we
Right.
talked about that,
Yeah.
right? Maybe they thought about, okay, what is now, how much I have to pay now instead of the future.
Right, that's true. Yeah, maybe they were just flipping them out or whatever, not flipping them out.
Exactly,
Yeah,
probably.
selling.
Mhm.
Oh, fun. Okay, guys. Andrew, Luana, thank you for your time. We'll have you guys back in the fall again, talk a little bit more about maintenance kind of stuff and getting ready for winter and all that kind of stuff. But in the meantime, you've left us lots to think about, and I'm sure there were lots of questions. I just can't tell you what they were.
yeah, and if people have questions and want to phone and talk to me, like, feel free, please, to give me a call. I don't know if that will come clear or not. But you can
Okay, so
always-
that's the store number 461
461-0293 780.
780-461-0293. Luana, you also gave me another number. Do you want me to say that number or is this one good enough? The 461.
My number will be fine, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, okay. So also you can contact Luana directly on her cell phone, which is crazy, you crazy girl. But this is the kind of level of service that these guys give. 780-221-3243. Or that 780-461-0293.
Yeah, 0293, you're gonna get the secretaries at the storefront, so it'll be a little bit of a leap to get to us. The 221, also for technical advice and you want to send pictures and stuff, they can use my cell phone number as well.
Mhm.
780
Yep.
220-0294. 780-220-0294. And pictures are the best, and no Sundays. I won't reply on a Saturday night, and I won't reply after 7 o'clock.
Listen, we're investors. They
Yeah.
have the same rules for
Yeah,
their
tenants are think you work 24/7.
Mhm.
right. Totally. Yeah. Well, and so do clients like us for you. So yeah, good thing you have to put these boundaries in, right? Okay, so across the country, guys, appliances, advice, plans, figuring out brands, what's the best, what's not, what are the maintenance things, all that kind of stuff. Thank you for all that information, and can't wait to have you guys back.
And also before I leave,
Mhm.
we have also a program, like a referral program. If you're a realtor or you're just flipping a house or you know of someone, I can create a specific code for you. So, and then you can give it to people and they can get 5% off of their purchase and you get 5% of commission for everyone that uses your code. So it can be a personalized code as well.
Okay, so if you're a property manager and you want to give this code to all of your owners, then they're going to get 5% off of everything that they buy, but you're also going to create a little bit of income. So an affiliate kind of
It's an affiliate program.
program.
Exactly. Mhm.
Sweet. Yeah, I don't doubt that you have that going on. That totally makes sense for me.
Yeah, so we started it and we have been creating like in our Instagram account, we have like lots of realtors that we are targeting realtors on Instagram, and we have been offering them this affiliate program, and I have been creating codes for specific realtors.
Yeah, sweet.
With their
Brilliant.
own codes. Mhm.
Awesome. Okay. Well, yeah, that's good to know too. So thanks, guys. Thanks for your time. And you're going to jump over into Laser with us, right? So yeah, we'll see you over there at 6. And we'll see the rest of you Igniteds over there at 6 as well. And for the rest of you guys, we'll see you next week, next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, another Tactical Tuesday.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you.
I think it's done. looks done.
Yeah, it doesn't say streaming anymore,
Okay, perfect.
hopefully. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're done.
Looks laser.
Oh, it's saying my video again. I'm just gonna hit end one more time. Laser is actually okay. And yes. I'm just gonna close down the whole, oh, there, now it's ended. I don't know if it was before. Anyways, so laser is like a group coaching. So actually, Andrew, as we're like talking, I'm thinking you could totally do this, where you like have a membership where appliance repairmen like come on, let's say you're on, so I'm on for an hour between 6 and 7 on Tuesday nights. And anyone can ask any questions that they want. And 9 times out of 10 we have the answer for them right then. If not, we have to get back to them. But generally, like they just ask you, you're just a consultant.
Mhm.
So yeah, and they pay you like a monthly membership fee to be in your group. Like even
Wow.
if it's super low, doesn't matter, right? Like my friend started doing it, like a sister in Kalmar. She started doing it for photographers just to ask her questions.
Mm.
And yeah, she was like, I don't think so. And I'm like, trust me, just follow the system that we followed. It will. And she's like, yeah, it's been amazing for her, like for all of them.
And
So
that's more like creating your personal brand, right? Like in a sense, like that you can, because I have been talking with my sister and my brother in Panama, because my brother, he lost 60 pounds. So people
yeah.
are asking him like, hey, how do you do it? So he started creating his community, and people will pay him like $10 to come to this meeting, and he will be telling them what he did, and people
Right.
will pay, and that's something, being honest, that we're pursuing into doing.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, that's
I bet you, like, I don't know the price point for like your typical appliance
Mhm.
like company or whatever. And it depends on if you have like far reach, like if you know a lot in the industry and you can get a lot of people, then you could do it for whatever, $15 a month. Someone's going to pay you to just be at their beck and call. But if it's like, if it's worth more than that, like people pay $100, $200, $500 a month for some of it, right? Depending on what industry you're in.
Yeah, I think we should look into it.
It's
Mhm.
my retirement plan.
Yeah,
It's pretty good. Like you only have to show up once a week, but you have an ability to support a lot of people because when they need you, like you have a Facebook group that's private, and so they can ask questions, you can answer them there. But if it's more in depth, or you need to look at a video or something and kind of figure things out with them, you do it on Zoom, and then you can help a lot of people with like not too much of your time.
So your system, like you said to your friend, like to follow the system, it's like
Yeah.
you go like every single week on this, like at the same time, right? So how do you monetize it? Because people can't just join it, your group, your Facebook group, or it's a private phrase. Mm-hmm.
So it is private. Yeah. So we have our big one that we're in we were in Fearless.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's still saying end to end live video. I'm just gonna shut this all down.
It says recording on Zoom, but maybe we can talk a different day if you want.
All right, it is still recording here too. Okay, I should just stop.